Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going, guys? TK here, and today I'm bringing you guys my first episode of tips and tricks from for Call of Duty Ghost. Now, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Sleight of Hand perk. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much where you can reload. You pretty much just reload faster, that's all it is. And now, some guns reload quicker than others, and as you guys can see, some guns don't really help you that much, and some guns really do help you, so that's why I'm making this video. Now, if you guys don't know how I exactly came up with these results, I went into Sony Vegas and I went through the time code. Now with the last bullet that got shot, that's when I started the timer, and then when it finished the reload, that's when I, stopped the timer. So basically, this is these tally, like the percentages for each gun. That is basically the start and the finish of the reload cancels. So now, as you guys know, if you see in the bottom, right hand corner, there's the ammo count. And when that goes down to 0, I start the timer, and then when that fills back up, then I start it. So pretty much that's what the relay cancel is. You can just stop there, and you don't have to wait for the whole transition of the reload. So that's really good. That's what a lot of the really good Call of Duty players do. They just wait for the number to come back up, and then they start shooting again. That's how they get their kills really quickly. If you guys haven't figured that out, if you guys are a little bit newbie to Call of Duty Ghost, or you didn't know that all too much. So basically, now I'm going to go into the results. So basically, first I'm going to be talking to you guys about the assault rifles. Now, as you guys can see, the green ones are the very, very good ones. That's the ones you definitely want to have sleight of hand. The red one is pretty much you don't want to have it on. Pretty much, if there's a gun that's pretty much like under 30%, you pretty much probably wouldn't want to have sleight of hand on your gun. So as you guys can see, the AK-12 and the FAD, those are really good guns to have sleight of hand, and then the SA-805 is not really that good to have sleight of hand. And then there's like the rest of them. If you guys want to stop it here, then you guys can see them. But I'm going to quickly just switch on to the next one. So the next one is the Submachine Guns. Now, as you guys can see, it's pretty much the Bison, or whatever you want to call it, the CBJ and the K7. They're like 50% all up, or basically 49 actually, but it's pretty much just 50% just to round it off. And then the rest of them are pretty damn low compared to the rest of them, so that's why they are all red. Alright, so I'm going to bring it to the LMGs, just in case you are a LMG player. Alright, so you got the Amelie, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but that's on 57, and then you got the original 50 from the LSAT and the chainsaw, and then you got the M27, which is only 33%. That's why it's red, because it's the lowest one in the category, but it's still a pretty good one to have on their gun, just because LMGs reload really, really slow. So basically, now we're moving on to the Marksman rifles. We've got the MK14, which is a really, really good gun. I love using this gun. It's actually an absolute beast, and also it reloads 50% more quicker when you have sleight of hand on your gun. The next one is the IA2 and the SVU. Those are like really close to it, and then there's the MR28, which is absolutely pathetic to have sleight of hand on, because it only goes to 19%. So I really wouldn't recommend having that as on your gun. So now on the sniper rifles, as you guys can see, it's absolutely just split bang right in the middle. Everything is pretty much 48 and 49%. The next one is the shotguns, which is absolutely interesting, because you got the you got the MTS and the FP6, which is 60%. Then you got the TAC-12, which is 50%, and then you got the Bulldog, that's all the way down to the bottom with 20%, which is absolutely interesting for me, because I thought that would be the best. I thought that would be the most, because the Bulldog, all you have to do is just take out that little tranquilizer, whatever that thing is, and just put it back in. So I thought that would have a quicker reload than it does. But anyways, that's the kind of stuff that surprises you if you go through the stats and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please give the video a like. And as I said before, guys, this is just percentages, just so you can know which guns are the best guns to put on your class. So if you guys like a particular gun and you want to know if to put sleight of hand on it, you can have that. Because the points for perk system is very, very tight, and you have to make sure that you have the right perks for your particular gun. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you guys have a very interesting day. It's Orchestra signing off. Peace.